Now we are going to see how to assemble the purifier. So in my last video we had briefly mentioned what are all the things to be done before dismantling. So this video I would like to share how to assemble the self ejector purifier so that you can gain some knowledge. So even though we have explained most of the things, whenever you do a maintenance job for a purifier, always refer to manual, because every time maker will revise some new ideas for doing any maintenance. So for adapting those knowledge, please refer to maker's instruction book. So in my last purifier video we had dismantled all the spares, all the pots, and we had kept it for overhauling. So now you can see the disc and distributors, all the bowl body, all the main cylinder. This is your purifier water chamber. So all these things should be cleaned. You must have seen in the dismantling video, this entire purifier is completely filled with sludge. Now you can see it is completely cleaned. This is your cylinder, main bowl body, and this is where your pilot valve sits. So you have to clean the pilot valve chambers. All the protruding holes you have to clean it. All the water chamber should be completely cleaned so that water flow will be not disturbed. You can see all the parts has been displayed after cleaning. So always keep a reference of your manual copy so that you can refer it immediately when you are in doubt. You can take a Xerox copy and hang it, laminate the copy and hang it near the purifier only, so that it will be easy for you for doing a quick reference when you are doing any maintenance. So this is your disc. You have to check the disc where all inside the distributor double. This is your main cylinder. You have to check the seal. This is your seal. In my last video I had shown you how to change the seal of purifier. This is the pilot valve. It got almost 5 o-rings and a valve sheet. All should be changed. The inside there will be 2 o-rings that also should be changed for sure. Do not take a chance. Whenever you open a purifier for overhauling, immediately if it reaches some level, change all the some running hours, change the o-rings. This is our gravity disc. So you can see all the discs has been cleaned and kept inside the distributor, and that's all. Everyone is cleaned and ready for boxing up. So before boxing up, what I do is usually I check the water flow manually. So how to do it manually? Just take a cutting plier and just open it manually and see whether the water flow is coming out through the water chamber. Opening water, closing water and sealing water. All the 3 waters you have to check for the flow. So I think opening water is coming properly, and next we'll go for the closing water. But here one thing you have to keep it in mind is, whenever you are opening, you have to ensure it is closed. If not, during auto function this will keep on giving water which you might forgot. So that always, once you check the water flow, immediately close the valve. So all the 3 valves, all the 3 water lines has been checked. Water flow is perfect. So now I can start assembling the Purifier Bowl assembly. So this is our bowl body. You have a o-ring over there. Always give a coat of copper slip, or you can even give a coat of paste they give. It will be like a silica paste that you can use. So here in this case I use copper slip. So first thing is you have to insert the main cylinder. So how to fix the main cylinder? It is very simple. Use two bolts and you have to fit inside the main bowl body. So how to fix it? What are all the things that we need to check before fixing it? So as I said, all o-rings should be give a coat of copper slip, and you can see in the bottom of this main cylinder there will be a double pin. So that double pin should fix inside the bowl body hole. Okay, so how to fix the double pin? So double pin, above the double pin there will be always a zero marking. I will zoom it now. You can see there is a zero mark. So you have to match this zero mark along with this. In the bowl body there will be a zero mark. This two zero mark should match. Once it matches, that means the double pin is inside the bowl body. So the idea for applying lube oil inside the bowl body is the main cylinder can fix easily. So once it is fixed, just give a shake. The main cylinder should not rotate, because if it is not rotating, that means the pin is inside the double area. Double pin is inside the hole, and you can see the zero mark matching for the bowl body and main cylinder. That means we are okay in fixing the main cylinder. So after fixing this, you have to fix the bowl disc along with the distributor. So okay, so insert the tool. This is the tool that we need to use to lift the disc. Usually if it is a bigger purifier, you have to use chain block. Since it is a smaller one, we can lift it with one hand only. And what are all the things that we need to check when we are fitting the disc? So again, here also there will be a double pin. You can see this is the double pin, and this double pin should match inside the main cylinder. So again, same thing, you have to fix directly, and it has to be shaking like this. It should not rotate. If it is rotating, that means the double pin was not inside the hole. So that's all. We fixed the disc along with the distributor. Just a check. This check is enough. So after fixing this, next what we need to do is you have to fix the top disc. So again, there will be a groove. Fix inside the groove. So once fixed, we just turn it. It should not rotate, rather it should just give a small clearance of turning. So just apply a coat of copper slip over the o-rings, and bottom side there will be a thread. That thread you have to keep a coat of copper slip. So okay, so next thing, after fixing this, you have to fix the bowl hood. Bowl hood, again the same thing, check for the o-rings, and you have to ensure the o-ring has been coated with a mild copper slip. So once that is done, you have to fix it directly on top of the top disc. Here this is the groove, and there will be a dowel in the bowl body. It should go inside the groove. So groove should match. You can see the 0 mark over there, and that 0 mark should match with the bowl body 0 mark. That means you are fixing it directly inside the dowel. You can see that. So okay, now I'm going to fix it. So for fixing this, you have to, for holding this, you have to use the nut on top of it, so that you can hold the nut while inserting the bowl hood. Okay, so now I can hold it and I can directly fix it. So it is already inside the double pin. You can see a 0 mark is matching for the both. So that means the double is in place. So next thing is we have to fit the nut. So how to fit the nut? For fitting the nut, you have to use the compression tool. Instead of hammering hardly, use the compression tool. I will show you how to fix the compression tool. So this is the bowl nut. You have to give a coat of copper slip. Just turn it first, tighten it with the hand. Okay, so there will be a spanner for the same. Use the spanner properly. Yeah, actually this spanner is fabricated one. This is not the one which is given by the maker. Since the maker one got damaged, we managed to fabricate a new one with the help of a fitter. So it works. So next we have to use a compression tool. Okay, fixing the nut again in place. Okay, the nut is not fully tightened. So next what we need to do is you have to fix the compression tool. So how to fix the compression tool? That is what I would like to show now. Okay, it is very simple, not so complicated. This is the compression tool. Screw it on top of it, and all you need to do is you have to tighten the compression tool. Once you tighten the compression tool, the nut can be easily tightened. You can see after tightening the compression tool, the nut is turning very easily. Even I didn't use the hammer also, it keep on turning. So again, in this case, in the nut also there will be a 0 mark where you have to get matched with the 0 mark in the bowl body. So here in this nut we don't have that 0 mark, so we made a punch mark. We made a punch mark which matches the 0 mark on the bowl body. So we ensure it is okay. Now after tighten, that's all, the bowl nut is tightened. Now we need to tighten some more, so that the matching of bowl nut will match along with the bowl body 0 marking. So you can see here, it is very simple. That's all. We are done with the job of tightening the bowl nut. Next we have to open the bowl nut. So since we can have a clearance of plus or minus 2 to 3 mm, you can refer with the maker for the clearance limit. So just we give a final tap with the help of hammer. So compression tool will make your job very easily for tightening the nut. If you are not using the compression tool, what will happen is you have to keep on hammering the bowl nut with the help of sledge hammer, which consumes a lot of energy and make you tired. And that is the reason I always say use manual for reference, so that you will have a clear cut idea of how to do this. So after completing the tightening, I am doing a final check. Okay, so next thing is I have to remove the compression tool. So you can see I didn't do any much hammering while tightening the bowl nut. I just used the compression tool, and my job is done. So we are done with 50% of bowl assembly. So next is we have to take the bowl assembly, and we have to keep it fitted in the purifier area, purifier body. So this is the lifting tool. As I always say, use proper lifting tool, correct securing tool. If you are using chain block, check for the locking arrangements. Hook should be in a proper way. So we are ready to lift. Before lifting, insert the pilot valve. So this is the pilot valve nut. Use proper tool for tightening the pilot valve nut, because what happens is most of the time people forgot or don't use proper Allen key, and use either bigger one or smaller one, and Allen key thread will get damaged, and the guy who is going to do the maintenance job next time will face a real big problem. So always when you are using the Allen key for fixing the pilot valve, use proper Allen key. Just fix the pilot valve, press it, push it towards the body, it will go on lock, and just tighten the nut. With a hand tight is enough. Little hammering should be okay, not a problem. So you can see earlier they didn't use proper tool, proper Allen key. That is the reason that Allen key head is little bit damaged. But since I don't have proper I don't have a new nut, I'm using the same one, and this is the reason I say when you use Allen key for opening the pilot valve nut, use proper Allen key. If it is small, don't be lazy to go up to workshop, find a proper tool. Go up, find a proper tool. It will really save someone from getting trouble in opening the pilot valve. So okay, it got two pilot valve. So I give a coat of lube oil, because when I push it will go very easily. So same like other side, fix this pilot valve also. Just fix it directly and give a push and tighten the nut. So both pilot valve is in place, and once the pilot valve is fixed, next thing is we have to take the bowl assembly for fixing in place. Okay, so after tightening is done, now I'm going to lift the bowl. Okay, we're going to lift the bowl. Lift it. Okay, so be careful while lifting the bowl. Lift it carefully. Okay, so while doing this job, be very careful, keep your hands clear, because sometime you may get caught between the bowl and the purifier body, so that your finger can get damaged, means your finger can get injury. So be very careful while lifting the bowl. So the bowl is lifted, and you have to keep it in place. While keeping in place, just very simple, nothing much. You have to straight away lower it without damaging the shaft thread. So other thing that I want to say is, when you are working in a purifier room, You just make sure some additional fans are there if you are crossing Middle East area or Suez area, like because purifier room is already hot, and better to do all this kind of job with proper fan and something, so that you don't get tired. Drink enough water, because purifier room as usual it will be very hot. So we are in place, and once you start removing the tool, the body will go down, sitting over the purifier. You can see now there is no more jerk. You can see while lifting it up, the body is going down. That's all. So the bowl assembly is in place. Next thing what we need to do is we have to fix the other parts. Just turn it and see it have to rotate freely. So if it rotates freely, then we are okay. Then next is you have to fix the lock. You have to fix the nut. So it got a special tool. So this special tool, this is called cap nut, and it got a thread over it, and you have to use the bolt which is in the special tool, tighten it, and you can fix it and tighten the cap nut. Little tapping is enough for tightening this cap nut. So that's all. We are done with tightening of cap nut. So after tightening this cap nut, okay, helping us one, little tap is enough. Okay, that's all. So after tightening this cap nut, you have to remove the bolt which is attached to the cap nut. So just loosen it, and you can remove the tool easily outside. Okay, so that's all. Next, you give a coat of copper slip over it. After that, you can start fixing the other items. You just see the manual. So this is the next item you have to fix. 319 is your inlet pipe. Fix the inlet pipe first. And next is 322 will be your impeller. This is a water pipe. Inlet means it's an inlet pipe. And next is 322 will be your impeller. Okay, where is the impeller? Okay, I got the impeller. O-ring, check for the o-ring. So it is kept on top of it. Give a coat. And then next is 120. 120 is light liquid chamber. You have to tighten it. So it got a special key, special tool for tightening this chamber. This is called light liquid chamber. It got a spanner which is customized for this purpose of tightening this chamber. After tightening this, next will be your 116. So 116 is your o-ring, and above it you got a 121 which you call it as gravity disc. So now on top of it we are going to fix the gravity disc. This is your gravity disc, and your o-ring on top of it, and on top of it you have a 321 which is another impeller. On top of the impeller you have 134. This is the impeller fixed on top of it. Then it is 134, that is you call it as heavy liquid chamber. So you have to tighten the next, which is 122, which you call it as disc nut. So this is the last nut. It got a special spanner to tighten the same. So this is the nut. You can see, just check whether thread is clear of any sludge, because we don't need any sludge while tightening, because it may affect the tightening process. So give you a coat of copper slip. Okay, tighten it, and then straight away use the nut. So where is the nut? Yeah, here is the nut. And tightness, this is all special tool which is provided by the maker for this particular function only. So we are done with 70% of the job. Next is we have to put the purifier cover. So after tightening this, yeah, we have tightened it. So next, okay, we need to take the cover and fix it. So again, this cover is little small, so that one person can lift it, and for fixing it we need two person, because it is little wider, so that you have to ensure it has to be handled properly. This inlet pipe got a thread, and on top of the bowl you have a o-ring, so give a coat of copper slip. So after giving a coat of copper slip, then you can put the cover in place. So okay, like I said, we need two people for fixing the cover, because it is little wide, so to avoid dropping you better use the help of one more person. So straight away, okay, we are fixing the cover. You can see why, the reason why I told we need two people to fix the cover. So now after fixing the cover, all we need to do is you have to tighten the bolt. So usually what you need to do is, before opening the cover only you have to put the marking, so it will be easy for us to fit back and keep the bolt straight away, and we don't need to waste time in finding the match holes. So now we lost our bolts, and my oiler found it anyway. Now we are going to fix the bolts in place. Again, all threads should be given a coat of copper slip. Tighten it. One, all four should be tightened. Okay, all four are in place. So then again, this is also having a Allen key, and you have to use the proper Allen key to tighten it. So tighten it all four. Usually most of the purifier will be having 4 or 6. Since this purifier is smaller one, it got only 4 bolts. All 4 had been tightened. Almost 80% of our job is completed. So now next thing is you need to fix the top nut, and that's all. We are almost done. So here what we need to do is, you can see a groove in the inlet pipe, and that groove should be locked with the help of Allen key. So how to lock it? So you can see the Allen key here. That Allen key should go inside the groove. The reason is, the inlet pipe should not turn while the purifier is in operation. That is the idea. So do not forget to lock the inlet pipe. Just tighten the Allen key. That is okay. That will go between the groove, and it don't allow it to rotate, turn basically. So after this is done, next you have to fix the nut. Where is the nut? Yeah, nut is here. And I believe you remember, before dismantling, before opening this nut, we had taken a measurement with the help of vernier caliper. So again, while tightening also you have to do the same. You have to take the height measurement and tighten according to the height which was there when you are opening. So okay, so I am just cross checking the height measurement, comparing with the reading which I got while opening. So I'm getting almost correct reading only. So okay, so don't forget that thing also. After fixing this, next you have to fix the cover net. This is the cover net, and one thing that you need to be careful when you are fixing the cover net is this cover net is having the sealing water inlet fittings. So you have to make sure the fittings is not getting damaged. So if it get damaged, then again it will end up into trouble. So okay, because usually it turns opposite side of the fuel oil inlet. So you have to fix in such a way that the fitting the fitting water pipe should match it. So this is what I say. So just match with the water pipe and tighten it. So this is the sealing water. That's all. I think the spanner number is 22. Tighten it. That's all, very simple. So once this tightening is done, you tighten both bottom side and top side. Okay, next thing is fixing the inlet pipe and outlet pipe. So again, main thing that you need to check is check the gaskets. Gasket should be proper. If not, when you start purifier, if the gasket is not okay, you will find leakage. So make sure your gasket is proper. So fix the pipe, tighten it properly. So okay, use the proper spanner to tighten it. Okay, so after fixing this, we go for the inlet outlet pipe tightening. Again the same thing, you have to check the gasket condition. If the gasket condition is okay, then we can go ahead. This is the nozzle orifice, you call it as orifice. So this orifice has a different position. You can see in. So in position should always face towards, I will show it in the manual so that it will be easy. See here, purifier side will be open, like it will be bigger one, and see, yeah, this should be, this in should face, yeah, this is the bigger one. So in should be, that in letter should face you, it should see you. Okay, so now I'm going to fix it. This is the main thing. Orifice fixing position is very, very important. This IN position should be seeing you, the other position should be inside. So we are fixing a new gasket and going to tighten it. So this is one thing that you need to be very careful while fixing the purifier inlet oil. So next is other pipe. Again the same thing, but there is no orifice in that pipe. But we have to change the, if you find the gasket is not okay, you better change the gasket. So next thing is the other pipe. Tighten it, and that's all. Once we are done with this, we are completing the bowl assembling job. I believe this video must have given you some valuable information about how to assemble the purifier after doing a bowl routines. So what are all the checks that you need to do, how to check the water flow, how to tighten the bowl nut, how to fix the orifice in a correct position. All this thing you must have been understand by now. If you have any doubt, you can put in comment box. Definitely I will reply you. As I always say, always refer maker's manual so that you will get any updated information from them. I believe this video must have given you some information about how to do bowl maintenance in purifiers. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Thanks a lot. Keep supporting.